Not much video today this week, guys. I haven't been doing very much. Let's see if I can get this adjusted a bit better. Does that help? Right. Let's see if I can do this on camera. Okay. I'm just getting ready to do these Forestays. I couldn't think what they were called for a second. Forestays. That means that's a stay which is in front of the mast. Something just dropped on the ground. What that was. It's not one of my little bits. So many little things floating about here. Right, I've got a piece of thread here. Let's see if I can do this. So we take one of these, and they've got a flat end out. So we do this, just that one. Yeah, it doesn't have to be very long, this. So make a knot on this one. Let me see if I can hold this in here, just that one. Right. Trying to get it so that you can see what I'm doing. Let me see it better there. Yeah. And then we want this to make a knot to start. Just need a knot for the first stage. Come. Isn't it amazing how it doesn't want to slide around? And yet, when you want it to slide, like I said, when you want it to do it, it doesn't do it. So flat bit at the top. Now it's a one camera operation because it's too tricky to get two cameras into this area. I will try and put two cameras up later. Let me put this vertical. You can see where I've had to re-adhere or re-stick this outrider. I knocked it, just cut it with the edge of my sleeve, and it was on the floor. So one of these things you have to watch out for. Now then, that's the long thread I'm going to want. I've got a short one here that I can make a knot with. So this one is positioned just down here. So let me get some tweezers. There's no way I can do this on my own. Now notice I go inside the Bowsprit ropes. I think you have to. There is no way I get both to the masting inside both ropes. I need to go over the top to check. Yep, I think so. Yes. Yep. Inside. So you have to be very careful. You're going to sit a bit just up there somewhere. This rope it's just behind, sits just behind these, but there doesn't seem to be anything to hold it in position. And that's going to be about there, like that. There doesn't seem to be anything to hold these ropes in this position, which I find very strange. I wonder if it needs to be inside these ropes. No, it's definitely where it's showing. Okay, let's put a small rope in first. This is just the marked position of where it's going to be. Thread's not really very conducive to sliding, is it? Which I find very strange. Normally with threads like this you can move them, but these ones, maybe it's because they're a very woolly thread. So tighten that up there and then pull it through a bit because that's a bit too long. Want it about there. itching on my finger all the time. That's too loose. It's got to be a way down there. Yeah, I think that's pretty good positioning for it, so we'll see what off at that. This might work, he says, hopefully. And that's that one. Pardon me. You see how easy it is to catch these with your hands, your wrists, jumper, whatever. So you've got to try and keep your hands up out of the way. Which is why I've got this position like this. I can rest my elbows on the edge of my desk. I think I can take this clip off now. Yep. Sit back in. I just let these sit a little bit. I just talk about Heath Robinson, so that's what this is, putting it together. So it'll be another reposition of the camera, and we'll see if we can get the forestay for the main mast installed. It comes together, doesn't it? Okay, see you in a second. Okay, so I've trimmed off the threads on the ends of this. Now we're going to try and make up the forestay for the main mast. We start with a piece of string. All starts with a piece of string, doesn't it? It's going to go from there to there, back down a bit. So make a loop here. I'm just trying to get a rough length. It's going to go to about here. So there, somewhere about there. And the old metal ring will come back in. Not a ring. A measure will come back into it. Okay, let's see if I can get this in a position. I think what I'll do is I'll put a little knot in like I've done before. It's a little knot. And this is where it's going to get tedious on my arms, so I'm probably going to stop about halfway through this to have a rest, because it's quite painful on my arms. So about there is where I want it to start. Let's put a little touch of cyan on there. Just like that. I'm going to stand up for this, so one of your cameras is going to get blocked, that's for sure. As I said, this is too high, but I needed a stable thread to tie to. So we go back to the bottom and we put this wire that I bent earlier through it. Another one of these super pulleys. Dead eye. A single dead eye. Wrap it around that. The thread will now be wrapped around it. Pull the thread till you got it fairly tight. Sorry guys, that's the top of my head you got on that camera. I think I've got this thread marked where I need it to be. Yeah. just that. This is the part where you need 10 hands. One hold the string. You need 2 to tie the knot. Right. What do you think, guys? Is that going to hold? It will when I put some glue on it. Right, now let that sit for a little while. Doesn't have to go again. Trim this off here. You end up with so many ends of threads. I like to keep a few around for making these little knots, but in the most part I try and keep it thrown away. If I don't, I end up dragging them into the house. Right, give that a few seconds to set and I'll come back. Right guys, I've been carrying on with some of this rigging. You can see that there's 2 onto the foremast there. There's some rigging up to the mainmast and to the foremast. I'm just about to do a little bit of joining up from, let me see, it's from up here, I think, to here. Right, from here to there and then down to the bottom. So I'm going to set the camera up so you can see what I'm doing down here, because a little bit of pulley work. Right, let me set the camera up. Right guys, I do this the handheld. You can see that I've put the forestay for the mizzen mast is just tied up through that loop down to a little pulley, and the pulley, bottom pulley is fastened to the rail, and the rope then fastens to the belay pin at the side of it. It's exactly the same as it was for the main mast onto the foremast stay. It's starting to look already, and it hasn't got much of the stays in, but it's starting to look like a ship. You have to excuse the mess in the background, I'm still sorting out. So, back onto the bowsprit to the foremast. Right guys, that is the first part of the running rigging, not running rigging, the standing rigging done. It's basically all the forestays. Some of them are quite tricky to try and work out, like this one here, which comes across to this dead eye and then down, and it stops here on the bed. On my little screen here I couldn't see it, but I looked on the big screen in the house and I could see it. So let me try and step back from it a bit and see if you can see it in all its glory. Unfortunately, so many things in the background. Let me see if I can put some up to blank that all out, like my steps. But that's it. If you like it, if you like what I'm doing, feel free to like, share and subscribe. If you subscribe, you see the bell icon will come up. The little bell means notification. You'll be notified then of any new videos coming up onto my site, whether they're small or large or whatever. That's about it. The next stage is to start on the shrouds. That'll be fun, I think. Might be able to move it around a little bit in the workshop. I'm glad I've got this nice big workshop now. Makes it a lot easier to move things around. Okay guys, that's it for now. See you on the next one.